2 years after rising to the throne of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar had a terrible dream. This dream frightened him so much that he couldn't sleep. King Nebuchadnezzar was in anguish and desperate to learn what the dream meant. He called in all the wise men known to him to see if any of them could interpret this dream. The wise men came before King Nebuchadnezzar and asked him to tell them about his dream, but the king refused. King Nebuchadnezzar demanded that the wise men first tell him what he dreamed and then what the dream meant. The king declared, "If you can do this, I will give you great rewards. If not, I will put you to death." In disbelief of the king's request, the wise men said, "King Nebuchadnezzar, what you are asking is impossible. No one can do what you've asked. Only a God could tell you your dream." This made King Nebuchadnezzar so angry that he ordered that all his wise men be put to death, including Daniel and his friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. When the king's chief soldier, Arioch, came to capture Daniel, Daniel asked Arioch, "What's going on?" Arioch explained the situation, and Daniel went to King Nebuchadnezzar to ask for time to interpret the dream. The king agreed, and Daniel hurried back to see Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego so that they could pray for God's help. See, that night, God revealed to Daniel the king's dream and its meaning. The next morning, Daniel went to Arioch and said the following: "Don't execute the wise men of Babylon. I will interpret the king's dream." When Arioch brought Daniel before the king, Nebuchadnezzar, who was troubled, tired, the king asked, "Daniel, can you tell me what I saw in my dream?" Daniel replied, "No one can, king, could tell you this, but there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries. He showed me your dream and what it means." Daniel told the king the following: "God showed you your future through your dream. In your dream, you saw a statue with a head of gold, chest and arms of silver, belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron and feet of iron mixed with clay. But then a rock smashed the statue. The rock became a mountain that filled the whole earth. See, you, king, are the head of gold, and every other part of the statue are the kingdoms that will come after you. But this represents a kingdom that God will establish that will last forever." King Nebuchadnezzar bowed before Daniel and showed great honor for all that God had spoken through him. The king said, "Surely you have a God who is the God of gods and the Lord of lords, the one who can reveal the greatest of mysteries." For his service, King Nebuchadnezzar promoted Daniel to a high position and placed him in charge of all the wise men at Daniel's request. The king also promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to rule over all the provinces of Babylon. Thank you for joining us for this week's lesson. Stay tuned for our object lesson